Welcome, welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Let us know in the chat where you are coming in from.
Let's see, let's see. Woof, those numbers are going higher and higher. We are so excited to be here with you today. Just look at this view. Who else is dreaming? I'm constantly looking up my flights to St. Lucia, because it's just so high on my bucket list. I'm very excited to be here today with my friend and colleague, Natalia Green. She's the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for the Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa and Serenity at Coconut Bay, St. Lucia. How are you today, Natalia?
Hi, Sabrina. I'm great. Glad to see everyone joining us. We've got some folks from Georgia, New York, Long Island, South Carolina, Alabama. That's fantastic. Happy to see everyone joining us today. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy days to join us and learn a little bit more about St. Lucia and our two resorts. Hello, Maryland.
We've got some Texans in the house too. Okay, so as usual, I want to let everyone know, of course, a few housekeeping notes. We are recording this, so please feel free to refer back to this if you need to for your notes and getting your clients ready to experience one of these two amazing properties after you finish this presentation. Trust me, it's going to be top of your list to tell them about everything there is here to offer and to receive in these beautiful properties in the exotic St. Lucia. Also, make sure, we've got the VP here. So make sure to ask your questions if you have any and help us out and put them in the Q&A box. I know I'm like a broken record, but it just breaks my heart when you ask questions in the chat and then they get buried and we don't see them. So please help us out by putting your questions in the Q&A. There's a prize. Thank you for your hospitality with that, Natalia. That's very kind of you. Do you want to say what that is, or shall I announce that?
You're welcome to announce it, but yes, we know you're taking time out of your schedules to stop and train today, so we definitely want to give you a little incentive there.
Yes, we do. We have a $50 gift card. Not we do, sorry. Natalia, that's all Natalia. So that money is straight out of her pocket and budget. Amy says Coconut Bay's always been a top seller for me.
All right,
Aw, and
Amy,
then I
thank
didn't
you
get to
so
read the
much.
next part. I love it so much. It's an easy sell for me. Oh, we have some Canadians in the house, California, Arizona. I was just there. Utah.
Woohoo!
Philadelphia, Long Island. Wow, everyone's coming in. Thank you so much for being here and again taking the time. Without further ado, I will let you get started, Natalia. And again, anyone who would like to be, of course, part of the prize, who doesn't want to win 50 bucks, right? Please just make sure you stay on until we finish the presentation. And only if you're on our social media, not for Zoom, only if you're on socials, drop your email in the chat so we can enter you to win as well. So without further ado, I will let you get started, Natalia, and I'll see you at the Q&A.
All right. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this afternoon or this morning, depending on what time of the day it is from wherever you're joining us from. We're so glad you took time out of your busy schedules to join us. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, today we are going to be focused. For those of you that are not familiar, St. Lucia is a gorgeous tropical exotic island, but it has a very adventurous side to it. And we have two resorts that are ideal for your clients to learn more about what they can do in that exotic island of St. Lucia during their stay. So let's get started. So for those of you that are not familiar, where is St. Lucia? So we are in the Southeast Caribbean on the Windward Islands. We're just a short 3.5 hour flight from Miami, 4.5 hour flight from JFK, about 5 hours from Toronto as well. So I know we've got folks dialing in from all over the country. So that gives you an idea of where we are in the Caribbean. Now, today, our webinar again is going to be adventure focused. And so, with that in mind, I wanted you to see what the island of St. Lucia looks like, in addition to all of the fun things your clients can do and see and enjoy in that 1 week getaway to our exotic island. Now, St. Lucia is a volcanic island, so we do have white sand beaches and black sand beaches and rainforests and waterfalls. We've got all the fun adventure activities. So snorkeling, hiking, biking, zip lining, fishing, kayaking. And then on our stretch of beach in the winter season, we also have kite surfing and wing foiling. So if you've got adrenaline junkies for your clients, you can rest assured that they will have lots to do and see and enjoy in St. Lucia. Again, it's a volcanic island, so we have our mud baths, we have our black sand beach, which you can see here on the middle of your screen. And then we also have those bucket list adventures as well, like the horseback riding along the cliffs, catamaran sails. We do have multiple waterfalls on the island that you can walk to and get into. The mud bath and the sulfur springs is one of the top attractions on the island. But this video gives you an idea of the adventure side of St. Lucia. So again, if you've got clients that are looking to do and see and enjoy and, really get out there and discover the island, our two resorts are really ideal for that because not only are we located just a short 5 minutes from the international airport, the airport code in St. Lucia is UVF, which is Hiwanora International Airport. Our two resorts are a short 5 minute transfer from Hiwanora, but we're also located in the south of the island, putting us in close proximity to all of St. Lucia's top attractions, which means not only are our airport transfers included for your clients, but keep in mind they won't have that long hour-and-a-half or 2 hour transfer to the north, which is a great opportunity. They say in real estate, it's all about location, 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 but that's true for your clients' vacations as well, because they don't want it. If they've just gotten off a 4 hour flight, who wants to sit on a bus for another 2 hours? So proximity is everything. So our two resorts are really ideally located on the south of the island. And I'm going to start today with Coconut Bay. So Coconut Bay is our 4-star premium all-inclusive for those of you that are not familiar with it. It is divided into two wings, our Harmony wing, which you see on the left of your screen, our Splash wing, which you see on the right of your screen. Because of the way our resort is configured, we have won all kinds of accolades and recognition, which is really great. So your clients can rest assured that they will have an exceptional time. Now, starting with the Harmony Wing, our Harmony Wing is adults only for 18 and up. We have two adults only pools. We have an adults only bar. Our wedding center is located on the Harmony Wing. We also now have adults only restaurant as well. So this is a lovely spot for your winter snowbirds that are looking to get away, for honeymooners on a budget, for girlfriend getaways. We've had a fair amount of anniversary couples as well that are coming to stay in Harmony. The beautiful thing about Harmony is it's quiet on that side of the resort. You see here our adults only tiki bar on the right of your screen. We have sun tracker beds, which you see on the left of your screen, and guests really do get to enjoy that. Now, I will say this, we have been in process of upgrading our Harmony rooms now for the last year. And by the time, Sabrina, I do my next webinar with you guys, I will have all new room shots for Harmony. So what you're seeing here is not inaccurate, but we close every September for renovations. We've been in the process of overhauling all of our Harmony rooms. We're about 75% done as of now. By the time we reopen in October, we will have 50% of our entire inventory. So the entire Harmony room block will be brand new as of October. More than 50% of it is new right now. So next time I see you, you won't be looking at these images. You'll be looking at brand new images. And not only did we redo the Harmony rooms, it's brand new furniture in there, but it's brand new bathrooms as well. So that's an exciting announcement, and you'll be hearing more about that from us once we approach the end of the summer into the fall. Switching gears with our splash rooms, our splash wing is our family-friendly wing. On the splash side of the resort is where we have the water park, the lazy river, the kids club. Our kids club is 50,000 square feet. We have daily activities and nightly entertainment, not just for our adult guests, but our VIP young guests as well. Our splash wing is very popular. We have a lot of repeat families that come to see us over and over again in the splash wing because they know the kids will have an exceptional time. On our splash wing, our accommodations are either a king bed with twin trundle beds, which you see on the left of your screen, or it's two queens. Also on the splash wing, because we have a lot of multi-generational travel, we've got a lot of families that travel together, the grandparents with the kids and the grandkids. We have 2-bedroom connecting rooms available on the splash wing. Those are available with all major tour operators and with us on request. So when you've got those multi-gen family groups, Coconut Bay really is ideal for that, with destination wedding groups, the family reunion groups, because of the way the rooms are configured, especially in the splash wing. Now, I mentioned that our kids club is 50,000 square feet. That's indoor and outdoor space. We have our water fountain playground in the kids club. We have our pirate ship. We have a rock climbing wall. We also have the island's only resort petting zoo or animal sanctuary. We have the island's only resort paintball course. We have our very own mascots, Coco and Loco, which you see here on the right of your screen. Those are coconuts. They make appearances daily and weekly throughout the course of your stay. And then our kids club accepts babies to 12-year-olds, and we do not charge a resort fee. Now, as agents, you all want to be mindful of those resorts that charge that extra resort fee and those that don't. It does make all the difference in the world, especially when your clients aren't expecting it, but everything at Coconut Bay is included. So that just does make a really big difference. Also, within the kids club, we have age divided activity schedules so that if they're younger kids, they have certain activities. The older kids have certain activities. We also have a teen lounge as well. So really great for every age and everyone in the family. Now, I mentioned before groups. You want to keep Coconut Bay in mind for those leisure travel groups, those destination wedding groups. We really are ideal with the way we're situated with the Harmony Wing and the Splash Wing. We've had a lot of graduation groups at this time of year with high school graduations and college graduations. We also do get a fair amount of family reunion groups. So just so you're aware of it, a group for us is 5 rooms, staying 5 nights or longer. They automatically get an extra 10% off whatever the lowest available rates are at that time. And keep that in mind because, again, we get a lot of winter travel groups. We get a fair amount of business incentive groups at Coconut Bay. So you do have these incentives. We have a group coordinator in-house here who is exclusively available to help you take care of that wedding group, that leisure group, that incentive group. And this video just gives you a little bit more of an idea of what that 1-week stay at Coconut Bay looks like for your clients. I love seeing those reactions come in. So we say Coconut Bay is premium all-inclusive because of the many amenities we have on resort, but you want to know that we have an oceanfront spa. Our spa was just remodeled last year in our September closure. It's brand new. It has 6 indoor treatment rooms, 6 stunning oceanfront spa cabanas. We have all of the traditional therapies that you would expect for your clients: facials, scrubs, massages, packages, even. My personal favorite that I like to recommend if you're ever able to come down on a fam is our chocolate scrub. It uses cocoa from a cocoa plantation right in St. Lucia. We also use coconut oil and coconut milk because we're on a coconut plantation. So really great. And I mentioned we have 6 brand new oceanfront spa cabanas, which are very popular for those couples massages. Now, again, we say premium all-inclusive at Coconut Bay because of our extensive lineup of activities and entertainment. We are on 85 acres and 1 mile of beach. So in terms of the activities for your clients, if they don't want to laze the day away at the beach, we've got tennis, basketball, pickleball courts. And ladies and gentlemen, we have pickleball groups coming to see us now, especially in the winter months. This month, the beginning of May, we actually did a pickleball tournament. It's the 2nd year we've done it, and we're going to do it again next year. We've already decided. But we also have snorkeling, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding. That's all included for your clients. Again, the daily activities and nightly entertainment. Here you see the basketball courts, the tennis courts, and the pickleball courts. So they will have lots to do and see and enjoy. Our daily activities and nightly entertainment include twice a week. We do themed dinners on our pool deck. This is where everyone eats outside, weather permitting. It's a really beautiful experience for your clients. On Tuesday nights, we do a country and western night. On Saturday nights, we do a Caribbean carnival. The Caribbean carnival, which you see samples of on your screen now, is where we have the steel drum band, the fire dancers, the stilt walkers. It is a super fun and entertaining evening for your clients. Now, moving on to the dining and beverage experience for your guests. Coconut Bay has exceptional dining options with 9 restaurants for your clients to choose from and 7 bars situated throughout the resort. This past February, we opened our newest dining venue, which is Seasons. That is our vegan/vegetarian restaurant, a great opportunity for your clients. As you all know, with each year that goes by, we have more and more guests and more clients that have food sensitivities and allergies. All of our restaurants have vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free dining options. We pay very special attention to any of our clients who have allergies. It's one of the first questions that our staff ask when they sit down for dinner. But we want you to know about the dining options that we have available, especially if you've got clients that are vegan, vegetarian, or gluten-free. This is Calabash, one of our primary restaurants on resort. It is our one of our a la carte restaurants that is Caribbean fusion. On this screen, you also see Silk on the top left, which is Asian fusion. Coconut Walk is our primary restaurant, which is the bottom right. That is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We call it our marketplace because for breakfast, we have live action cooking stations so your clients can enjoy made to order omelets, made to order French toast, made to order eggs Benedict. For lunch and dinner, we have the huge salad bar, which you see there is Field of Greens. And then for lunch and dinner, we also have live action cooking stations. So your clients will enjoy made to order paninis, made to order crepes, made to order stir fry. We also have carving stations. We have made to order flatbreads in the evenings. So lots of dining options, whether your clients again, have food sensitivities, or for the young picky eaters as well, right? The photo on the top right of your screen here is our veranda restaurant, which is adults only dining. We also do an adults only a la carte breakfast on veranda as well. And then on the bottom left of your screen, that is La Luna, which is our private dining venue, white glove service, 3-course meal, and that is at an upcharge. Our bars are situated throughout the resort. Top shelf liquors are included and available, especially at our lobby bar and our Peter John's Sugarcane Caribbean Rum Bar. Our swim up bar that you see here on the left of your screen, you will notice that bar is two-sided. I don't know if you can see the two surfboards there. On the left, that has the adult cocktail menu. On the right, that has the kiddie mocktail menu. So this bar, as you can imagine, is located on the splash side of the resort. So kids can swim up and order their own cocktails too and feel important, which is a lovely idea. The Paradise Beach Bar, which you see here on the right of your screen, is located on the northern stretch of our beach. It is a big beach bar. It's in an area that has tikis. We have a Cheeseburgers in Paradise Hut up on that stretch of beach, and that's a great place. A lot of our guests love to hang out at Paradise Beach. On my last trip to the resort 2 weeks ago, I found out that we now have a coconut guy up at Paradise Beach who is serving fresh coconuts in the afternoons to our clients. I mentioned that we close every September for renovations, but a lot of the updates we do on resort are not restricted to the months of September. Last year, we did a huge update to our Peter John's Sugarcane Caribbean Rum Bar. We replaced all the furniture, all the decor, and this is the area on resort where we do a weekly rum tasting activity. And at this bar, we actually have one of the largest selections of Caribbean rums on resort, but definitely one of the largest selection of Caribbean rums on our island, excuse me, and one of the largest in the Caribbean. And because we close every September, when we reopen in October for the 5th year in a row this year, we are doing our Rum and Rhythms Festival. Now, if you've got clients that want to travel in the fall, this is an exceptional time to send them down during our Rum and Rhythms Festival, because at this time, the rum tasting is not just a weekly activity, it's a nightly activity. We bring tents out, we have rum vendors from all over the Caribbean. It's an amazing time to send your clients to St. Lucia. We just are about to introduce our fall rates, which is $3.99 per night based on double occupancy. Fall, as you all know, is low season, so that's the lowest rates of the year, and traditionally it's also the lowest airfares of the year. So Rum and Rhythm Festival, that's a great time to send your clients down. It's October 18th to November 1. If you've got clients that are rum fanatics, that's a great time to come. In addition to that, during the month of November, we are just now launching our Health and Wellness Month for the month of November. It's where we take the time to put a special feature on our spa, our healing spa therapies, yoga, aqua fitness. This is the time, again, fall, if you've got adult clients that are looking to get away and really just focus on health and wellness and re-energizing themselves, just taking a break from the technology and work. During the month of November, we're going to have cooking demonstrations. We're going to have spa wellness packages. There's going to be some exclusive specials in our sanctuary spa for the month of November. We're also going to put a real focus on fitness activities so that we will have yoga in the morning. We'll have yoga in the evening. We're going to have power walks. It's a really great time that you can, again, recommend to your clients. If they just need a physical and mental break, then this is a great time to come to St. Lucia and enjoy. Now, I'm going to switch gears. We were talking about Coconut Bay for several minutes and the activities and entertainment that your client can enjoy in Coconut Bay. But if you've got clients that want that extra level of service, that extra level of attention, that want that gourmet dining, that want that, preferential treatment, then you want to be thinking about Serenity. Serenity is our luxury suite resort. It is ideal for honeymooners, anniversary couples, birthday couples, or just your high level clients that want and expect that next level of service and attention. Serenity is the #1 rated resort on TripAdvisor of all of the resorts in St. Lucia. And you did hear me correctly. It is #1 on TripAdvisor of all St. Lucia resorts, and it has been for 8 years in a row now. And that is a true testament to the Serenity guest experience, because that's not me saying we're great. That's not you saying we're great. That's our clients collectively taking their time to write reviews on TripAdvisor and talk about that Serenity guest experience. And this gives you a piece of what that looks like. I see all the hearts, so thank you. That does make me feel good when I see that you're enjoying the videos. So, where our focus today is adventure and the adventurous side of St. Lucia. And Coconut Bay has lots of activities to keep your clients busy, but Serenity does as well. Serenity is just more of a calming experience for your clients. It is a luxury boutique resort, 36 plunge pool butler suites. Every suite has king beds, so it's not just adults only, it's couples only. The suites range in size from 1,200 to 1,900 square feet of indoor and outdoor space. So every suite has its own private plunge pool with butler services. Every suite has 55-inch flat screen TVs. They've got glass enclosed showers with soaking tubs that are built for two. There's a hammock on the patio. There's wet bars on the patio. Serenity Suites have their own personalized ice machines. The butler caters to the guests and will personalize the wet bars. And for Serenity guests, the experiences are indulgent because they don't have to go to the spa. Although the spa is close by, the spa will come to them. They can have in-suite spa services, 24-hour room service. There is nightly entertainment and activities in Serenity, and it is more couples centric. And there is a wet bar in every Serenity suite. There's a coffee maker in every Serenity suite. The wet bars are personalized with premium liquors per client preferences based on whatever they communicate to their butler. So if the wife likes red wine and the husband likes vodka, they get a bottle of each during the course of their Serenity stay. And again, Serenity guests have the option of in-suite dining, which is arranged by their butler. So it is an indulgent experience. Now, the beauty of Serenity, because of the proximity to Coconut Bay, is Serenity guests get to enjoy a stay at one, play at two opportunity. And what I mean by that is Serenity guests get to enjoy all of Coconut Bay amenities, but it does not go vice versa. So from a dining standpoint, Serenity guests have so many options. They can dine inside the Great House, which is the main restaurant for Serenity that you see on the right of your screen. They can dine outside the Great House on the patio, which you see on the left of your screen. They can dine in a pool cabana. They can dine in a beach cabana. They can dine in the comfort of their very own suite, or they can dine at any of the 8 restaurants at Coconut Bay. Sorry, we have 9 now. I keep forgetting about the new vegan restaurant. Any of the 9 restaurants at Coconut Bay. So Serenity guests have endless dining options. And if they don't want to just take that short little walk over to Coconut Bay, their butler will pick them up and give them a ride on the golf cart. But if they want the food from Jerk Treehouse and they don't feel like walking over to the Jerk Treehouse, guess what? The butler will go get that order for them and bring it back to their very own suite. So for Serenity guests, the experience again is very indulgent, it's very opulent, it's very pampered, but it's also personalized by their butler. So we have pool cabanas in Serenity, which can be reserved by their butler. We have beach cabanas for Serenity that can be reserved by their butler. And whether they're celebrating a honeymoon, a birthday, an anniversary, we get a lot of proposals and engagements in Serenity as well. So regardless of what your clients are celebrating, the butler really does cater to that experience. And for those of you that are sending your clients to Serenity, you want to encourage your clients to complete the butler pre-arrival form. You can encourage them to do it, or you can do it on their behalf, because that gives our butler an idea of how to help cater their stay and customize their stay. Now, in addition to that, I was telling Sabrina, I was just in Serenity a couple of weeks ago, and as a guest, which I don't normally stay in Serenity, I normally stay at Coconut Bay. But this time I was reminded of all the fun things we do in Serenity that I kind of forget about because I'm busy working. And I thought, I really need to include this in our presentation for our travel advisor partners such as yourself, so you guys can share the details about the fun things there are to do and see in Serenity with your clients. So Serenity has its own lineup of activities and entertainment. They're all couples themed during the course of the week. We have a sushi making class. We have paint and punch, which you see on the left of your screen. They can make their own drawing with a rum punch. We have tiki time, which is on the bottom middle of your screen, where we teach some cocktail making classes. We have tacos and tequila, which is one afternoon day as well. But one of the super fun things is our rum and food fete that's in Serenity. Now, these are cell phone pictures from my phone because I wanted you to see the real kind of activity, the real life experience, what it looks like. So during the rum and food fete, which happens on Friday nights, we kind of bring the party outside, if you want to call it that. We have Tyler, which you see here on the top left of your screen. She does a rum tasting flight with all the Serenity guests. They sign up for it. You can see how popular it is here. And she will talk them through the Chairman's Reserve, the Bounty, which are rums in St. Lucia. My background is preventing me from showing you that little bottle of rum. Everyone gets to taste it. And then, of course, they have the opportunity to buy a taste of St. Lucia and take it home with them as well. And then on the bottom of your screen, again, this is our rum and food fete night. You can see how the tables and chairs are set up around the pool. And then in each pool cabana, there's a food station. So it's a really great opportunity for your clients. And then, so it starts with the rum tasting and the rum flight during the rum and food fete. Then it goes to the dining. And then once it turns dark, then we have the entertainment with the fire dancers and the steel drum band. It's a really great evening. And if you've got clients that are looking for a last minute luxury getaway this summer, I will say there are still low airfares from JFK right now, and our summer rates are available for Serenity. So June, July, August, there's still availability. You've still got time to get your clients in for a last minute luxury getaway. So this map gives you all an idea of what how our two resorts are laid out when you come in from that short ride from the airport. So when you come in from that 5-minute transfer, you go to the left to Serenity, which you can see here, my mouse, to the Serenity Suites. The Serenity Suites are not beachfront, but it's a short 150 steps to the beach. However, as I mentioned, Serenity guests do not have to lift a finger. Their butler will pick them up from their suite in a golf cart and escort them to their very own oceanfront beach cabanas. when you come in again from that short ride from the airport, so you go from the left to Serenity, you go to the right to Coconut Bay. So this map gives you an idea of how the two resorts are laid out. The Harmony Wing is here with the adults only pools, the adults only bar, the wedding center, the spa, our oceanfront wedding gazebo, which we also use for private events. And then on the right of your screen is the Splash Wing with the water park and the kids club and the lazy river. We've got paintball back here. We have our animal sanctuary here, and then all of the activities and courts. And then our water sports center is on the north end of our beach. So now we get to the part of this where I definitely want you to pay attention to this and take screenshots, because this is how Coconut Bay and Serenity, we believe in our travel advisor community. We're very loyal to you, and we have agent incentives and commissions for you to earn. So if you book with us directly, you can earn at Coconut Bay up to 15% commission. We do pay commission on wedding packages. We pay commission on our direct bookings. And then, of course, we also pay commission on direct groups. If you have a preferred tour operator that you work with, no problem. You would get rewards. All you have to do is register your bookings. So no problem if you choose to book with, whether it's Travel Impressions or Vacation Express or whoever your or Apple Leisure Group, whoever your preferred tour operator is that you book with, no problem. You can still earn the rewards. The rewards are based on 7-night bookings, and you must register your bookings from the US, seabayresortrewards.com, from Canada, seabayrewards.com. So we are always incentivizing and rewarding our agents for your loyalty and your efforts, and we certainly appreciate it. Now with Serenity, as you can imagine, since Serenity is a higher price point, the rewards and the commission structure is different. So if you book with us directly in Serenity, you get 15% commission across the board for those honeymoon stays, those anniversary stays, those birthday stays, for that adventure getaway. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that we're doing a double bonus for Serenity, but the bookings have to be registered by June 30th. So we've had this double bonus now going for a couple of months. If you've got clients, luxury clients that are looking to travel anytime in 2025, you just have to get that booking registered by June 30th. You'll get a double bonus. Now, normally the bonuses are 50, 100, or 150 per room category, but during the double bonus time, it's 100, 200, or 300. So really great opportunity for your clients and for you to get some extra cash. You just have to register those bookings by June 30th. Now, one thing I will say, if you've got clients looking to come to St. Lucia and looking to stay in Serenity, you want to encourage that they stay the 7 nights. Not just because you get the double bonus, but for the 7 nights, but we have what's called our Grand Romance Package. And with the Grand Romance Package in Serenity, that's based on a 7-night stay, regardless of room category, they will get $1,200 in added value vacation inclusions. It is not a resort credit. It is $1,200 in legitimate vacation inclusions. All of the details about the Grand Romance Package are on our website. You can see it on the special offers page right away. With that 7-night stay, your clients will get an in-suite couples massage, a private island tour, a catamaran sunset cruise, and beach cabana time, all in with that 7-night stay. So if you're booking a honeymoon couple, an anniversary couple, an adventure couple, a birthday couple to Serenity, you definitely want to encourage that 7-night stay so you can get that double bonus, but also so your clients can get that $1,200 in added value. It is an exceptional added value. It's the best luxury offer in the Caribbean, and it's an opportunity for you to sell up, which we absolutely want you to be able to do. So with that in mind, we also want you to know we have our very own travel agent portal. It is available on both websites, on the Coconut Bay website and the Serenity website. It streamlines things for you because it makes it easy to track your bookings, track your commission, get easy confirmations, all within that travel agent portal. So again, we love our travel advisors. We love your commitment to us and your commitment to your clients. We appreciate you, and we have made this travel agent portal available to you so that you can book your clients very easily, whether they're staying at Coconut Bay or Serenity. Now, one thing you want to be mindful of when it comes to St. Lucia is the flights coming into the island does vary by season. And what I mean by that is we have the most amount of flights coming into the island during the winter months from the US and Canada and the UK. And then we have the least amount of flights coming into the island during the fall months in the least amount of frequency, I should say. So just be mindful of the fact that, the schedules vary by season and it is limited availability. Now, coming into St. Lucia from the US, you have American Airlines, JetBlue, Delta, and United. And from Canada, I saw we have some friends from Canada that are joining us today. You've got WestJet and Air Canada. Now, from Canada, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be mindful of the fact that the Canada flight service, again, is the strongest in the winter months during high season. And same from the US as well. So just be mindful as you're booking your clients. And then also, St. Lucia, you want to book it early to get, number one, the best availability, but number two, to get the lowest rates on the flights. So just be mindful of that. The best rates for the flights are normally in that 90-day booking window, sometimes a little farther out. When you get inside of 60 days or even inside of 30 days, you tend to see that higher price point. So just something to keep in mind as you're recommending to your clients. If you have any questions about the flight availability, JetBlue from JFK tends to have the cheapest flights year-round by far, especially if you book out. And so that's something to keep in mind. Right now, again, if you've got clients that are looking for a last-minute luxury getaway, JetBlue from JFK has some really great airfares right now. The Boston I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. The Boston nonstop on JetBlue is in the winter months. The rest of the year, Boston is not nonstop. It is a connecting flight. This slide you want to take a picture of. It has all of our contact information for our North American Reservations office. You all can reach out to us directly with any questions you have about your clients' travel. We do have agent rates available in Coconut Bay, not in Serenity, and you can request that through the industry services email. If you are attending any consumer shows or trade shows and you'd like to get some collateral for Coconut Bay or Serenity, I've had several agents reach out to me who were doing wedding shows and they wanted to get the Serenity collateral for honeymoons, or they wanted to get details about Coconut Bay's wedding packages. We didn't talk too much about wedding packages today because we were more adventure focused, but of course we have multiple wedding packages, and we're happy to help you with your clients on that. So feel free to take pictures of the screen. All of the videos that I shared today are available on our social channels, and you're welcome to download them and share them. You can get them from our YouTube channels, so feel free to do that. You can also email the sales@CBayNA email. Again, if you have requests for collateral, if you'd like to share some of the photos or videos on your social channels, reach out to Faith. Faith is at the sales email, and she will be happy to help you with any questions. So I just want to take the time to thank you so much for joining us today. You all took time out of your busy schedules to learn more about the adventurous side of St. Lucia, to learn more about Coconut Bay and Serenity. And we definitely want to thank you for taking your time. We value our travel advisor partners. We value your support, and we're here to help you close those sales in any way that we can. And Sabrina, I'm going to turn it back over to you now so we can answer some questions.
Of course, my goodness. We've got the VP live and direct here. You can tell your passion and dedication is just amazing, Natalia. Thank you for a great presentation as always. Agents, if you have to run, that's okay. Please feel free to do so. We know you're busy and you want to get recommending Serenity and Coco Bay. But if you want to hang out and learn some more, because our agents asked some great questions, just feel free to stick around with us. We're going to go through the Q&A today. And if you had a question, you don't have to have a question, but if you have a question, please make sure you have it in the Q&A so we can see it. So first one, I'm looking for at the property for two senior ladies. One has some mobility challenges. How can I ensure they get an appropriate room in a building with an elevator? They'll be at Harmony.
Okay, so in the Harmony wing, there is an elevator. Well, there's an elevator in each wing. So there's one
Mhm.
elevator in Harmony, there's one elevator in Splash. If she has mobility issues, you can also request an accessible room. We don't have very many of them at Coconut Bay, but we do have them and they are available on request.
Okay, and how is the airport aircraft noise as the resort is close to UVF? We get this one every time.
We do get this all the time. So what I have to tell you is number one, you don't really hear, first of all, St. Lucia Airport is not like Miami or Chicago or JFK where there's flights landing 24 hours a day. The flights all land back to back in the afternoons and they all take back off back to back in the afternoons. But our guests only hear the flights when they're leaving if they happen to be outside on the beach. In your rooms, in your suites, in the restaurants, at the bars, you don't notice it, you don't hear it. Um, the one fun thing is at the Harmony Bar, if they happen to be at the Harmony Bar when a flight is taking off, everyone will turn around and wave back, you suckers, because we're here and you're not.
That's the best. It's so true. We talked about accessibility. Can I just jump to segue to that? Is Serenity handicap accessible? Someone's asking.
Yeah, we get that question a lot too. And unfortunately, Serenity is not accessible. The Great House, which is the main restaurant for Serenity, is accessible. However, the suites themselves are not. There are steps to go into the suite, and within the suites themselves, there are steps up to the bathroom. So the
Mm.
suites themselves are unfortunately are not accessible.
Okay. And is Serenity a separate resort or an upgrade option?
It is not an upgrade option. It operates completely independent of Coconut Bay. Serenity has its own rate structure, its own operational structure. It's just that Serenity guests can enjoy all of Coconut Bay amenities and it does not go vice versa. That is a great question because a lot of agents that don't understand think that Serenity is just another room category because we have Harmony and Splash. That is not the case. It operates completely independently of Coconut Bay with its very own rate structure, its very own system, everything else.
Okay. And can the guest be a same-sex couple?
Yes, both resorts.
Perfect. Okay. And how many days do you suggest for the spa and wellness special in November? I think lots of people are signing up.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I would recommend 5 to 7. I have to say, Sabrina and I were just talking about how busy things are business wise. And when you get that burnout time, um, St. Lucia is not necessarily a weekend destination because the flights to St. Lucia are not cheap. So in general, I would say across the board, a minimum of a 5 night stay, but 7 nights is always great too. But for spa and wellness, if you've got clients that really just need to disconnect and recharge, then I would say 5 to 7 nights for sure.
Minimum. I'll take 30. What would my boss say? Okay. What time of year are you open or is Serenity closed? Just this is specific to Serenity.
Okay, so both resorts close every September,
Okay.
for the entire month of September. So this year, the closure dates off the top of my head, I have to look on a calendar. I apologize. So this year, the closure date starts August 31, and then we reopen on October 4. Uh,
Okay. Perfect.
Next year, it goes through the entire month of September. And I think next year, our reopen date is October 10. So every year we close for 4, 5, or 6 weeks, but always over the month of September. And then we go a little bit into the month of October.
But I just love that you're refreshing. Like I don't know about you guys, I'm not going to say never, but it's very rare to hear about a property that does this, to
Yep.
upgrade and do everything. It's wonderful.
We
It's
are
just a
constantly
testament. Hmm.
We're constantly updating, upgrading. Our CEO reads every single TripAdvisor review, and a lot of what we do every September is based on what he reads in reviews.
That's amazing. And that's why you're so, your guests are so happy because you're really connected with them.
We
Is
pay
there any,
attention,
yeah.
and our we pay attention to our guests, but we're independently owned and operated. We're not a corporate resort. So we have the ability to respond when clients ask for things. So the additional spa cabanas, we have 6 now. We used to have 3. Those were built because guests said you need more. Our Paradise Beach Bar, we had a group of guests who happened to be talking to our CEO. They didn't know who he was, but they said, boy, it'd be really great if you guys had a bar on the beach. So we built a bar on the beach, and then it got
That's
so
nice.
popular, we had to build a bigger bar on the beach. So we really do respond to things in a much more comprehensive and immediate way because we are independently owned and operated, and we have the ability to do that.
That is a beautiful thing. Is there an upcharge for the beach cabana reservations at Serenity?
There is for both resorts. Now, if your clients are staying in Serenity for 7 nights, the beach cabana is included. If they're
Okay.
staying for less than 7 nights, there is a half day or full day fee.
Okay, perfect. And getting back to some other things, in order to qualify as a group, does a contract have to be signed? And can the 10% off be given as long as everyone is traveling on those days?
With our group rates, it does require a contract for the 5 rooms staying 5 nights or longer.
Okay, perfect. And do you require men to wear long pants in the restaurants for dinners?
So we do have a dress code in 2 of our restaurants. One of them requires long pants, one of them does not, but collared shirts, no tank tops, no flip-flops.
Okay. And how far in advance would you recommend for wedding reservations, destination weddings?
So we are booking a fair amount of destination weddings in 2026 right now. But I would recommend 6 to 9 months in advance at minimum. That's a really good amount of time. Number one, not so much for us to organize the wedding, but if they're
Hmm.
planning to bring a wedding group and you were working with clients who were, say, planning to bring a normal wedding group for us is anywhere between 20 and 50 guests. That's about the average size. We've got some that are more and some that are less. But when it comes to coordinating that wedding group, because the airfares to St. Lucia can be high, especially in the winter months, you want to have that 6 to 9 month window to give the group time to get themselves
Yeah,
organized,
that's the
plan,
hard part. Yeah.
and save.
Yeah.
Um, so that 6 to 9 month window seems to be the sweet spot for us. But we've had a couple of weddings already booked for 2027, but we're still getting wedding bookings for the end of 2025. So, 6 to 9 months is a sweet spot, but we get inside of that window, we get outside of that window as well.
Okay. Is there a diabetic friendly menu?
I wouldn't say the full menu is diabetic friendly, but all of our restaurants have items that would be suitable for someone who is trying to watch their sugar intake. Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Well, and you've got a whole
And on that note,
plant-based
Sabrina, sorry,
one.
before
Yeah.
we
Go ahead.
get off, I will say this. If you have clients that are traveling with a specific food sensitivity, so gluten-free, allergies, vegan, vegetarian, celiac, we've had lots of clients with celiac come to stay with us. The one thing that we recommend that you do is number one, call it out to our attention when you make the booking. But in
Hmm.
addition to that, about 1 week prior to travel, we want you to tell us about those clients. If it's
Hmm.
again, diabetic, celiac, gluten free, because what we do is on arrival, if you, the travel agent, tell me, Natalia, I've got a guest, they're coming, a week from now, what we do is we arrange for Sabrina on arrival to meet with someone on our culinary team, either the day she gets there or the day after. And Sabrina is going to discuss with our culinary team what are her food sensitivities or our dietary restrictions. And then the member of our culinary team is going to say, okay, in this restaurant, we recommend blah, 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 blah. In this restaurant, we recommend A, B, and C. And then Sabrina then has a kind of a mapped out stay of what she can eat, where she can eat due to her food sensitivities. So we strongly recommend that. We pay attention to it. And it's something that you, the travel agent, can customize for your client if they've got those food sensitivities.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm calling my travel agent right now. I'm in. When will that rate of 399 per night begin? October through November.
So we just got those new rates. So let me tell you, you all are the first to hear about it. And I'm
Yay!
expecting them to be loaded in our system by early next week so that you can book your clients in for November, October or November. They're not loaded right now, but I'm expecting them to be loaded in by Monday or Tuesday. But you all are the first to hear it about that 399 for
You
fall.
heard it with us first on Spoiled Agent. And is the rate you're quoting a per person per night or per room per night
No,
based
that
on double?
399 is per room per night based on double
Wow.
occupancy. That's in
Wow.
our garden view accommodations. So yes. And then the
Okay.
1188 rate for Serenity, that is based on summer travel, that is in existence right now.
Okay. And then speaking of the garden view in different rooms, do you have any adjoining rooms?
Yes, so the connecting rooms are available only in our splash wing. They are available on request. If you recall, I had mentioned we do get a lot of multi-gen family groups traveling together. And so with the multi-gen family groups, we do have those connecting rooms available in splash on request. Now, you can book those with your preferred tour operator on request. If you book them with us directly, you're guaranteed.
Okay, perfect. And does Harmony have exchange privileges with the family side as well?
So guests who are staying in Harmony can go over and enjoy, the water park, the lazy river. Sabrina, I frequently find more adults floating around the lazy river with a
That would
sippy
be me. That'd be
than
me.
kids. So guests who are staying in Harmony can enjoy all of the resort amenities. The thing is that children who are staying in Splash are not able to go over to the family side, and they really don't want to be. I'm sorry. Children who are staying in Splash cannot go over to the Harmony
Of
side.
course.
And they don't want to because on the Harmony side, it's very quiet, it's very chill, it's very serene. So anytime we see a child walking in that direction, it's almost like they're like, wait, 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 no, 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 I need to turn around and go in the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
they know it's natural.
They know it's not for them.
Okay. And how about nightly activities, or do people sort of move at their own time and pace?
So every night there is entertainment at Coconut Bay and in Serenity. And it's up to your clients to decide what they want to participate in. We've got the two themed dinners twice a week, as I mentioned. Tuesday nights is country and western night. Saturday nights is our Caribbean carnival. But the rest of the week we have there's full moon party, there's a chocolate extravaganza, there is sing-alongs, there's karaoke, there's a reggae night. So there's lots for your clients to do and see and enjoy from an entertainment standpoint, and they pick and choose what they want to participate in. We have a newsletter that goes out to our clients on arrival. It's called The Breeze, and it lists all the entire schedule of our daily activities and our nightly entertainment.
Okay. And I believe that I know the answer, but if to get the agent rate, do you need an IATA card? I think it's IATA or CLIA that you ask,
IATA or
right?
CLIA to
Okay,
get the agent
perfect.
rate,
All
and you can
righty.
send that agent rate request to the industry services email. Should I put the contact screen back up? Let me put that back up.
Sure. And then if client is booking last week of August, do they have to be concerned about things not being available due to the closure August 31st?
We do a wind down in that last week in August, but everything is available up until the last day.
Of
But
course.
what happens in the wind down, just so you're aware, is that example, we have nine operating restaurants, but that last day there might only be two that are operating instead of the nine. So in that last week of operations, we do scale down, but all of the services, all of the amenities will still be available.
Perfect. And then someone's asking, do you accept true certification? I think we just said CLIA and IATA for
Yeah,
the.
Clea and IATA. I don't
Okay.
even know what true is. I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. Okay. Now we know. Perfect. Okay. I think we ended. We went through all the questions. We're doing so great today. But I am going to just throw in. I guess so they can find how to book. I'm going to throw in the travel agent page again here for Coconut Bay and Serenity, so you can see that. So if you want to view the contact information, TA rates and more, here we go. And then you've got the screen up. Perfect. I can see that screen up. Can you share the Rum Festival flyer info again while you're there? I don't see it in full screen, just so you know, Natalia.
Oh, hang on a second.
No problem.
I gotta go to the Rum Festival date.
There we go.
Can you see that? Good.
I can see it now full screen. Yep.
The problem is when you go to full screen, I have to go through the whole presentation.
There you go. That's okay. Now we get to see all the beauty again.
There we go. So Rum and Rhythms is October 18th to November 1. Again, our brand new fall rates will be available for booking as of probably Monday or Tuesday next week. They should be loaded into the system. So you're the first to hear about that exclusive low rate of $3.99 today. Lucky you. And then our health and wellness is going to be the entire month of November. And that's a really great time. Also, definitely, if you've got clients located in the Northeast, keep in mind you've got great airfares year round on JetBlue with some really, really good airfares for summer and fall right now.
Wonderful. Lucky you guys. Okay. Well, this is fantastic. As always, I know that some of our agents are probably, oh, go back to the rum flyer, someone says. Okay,
Oh,
let's see.
oh, I took it off screen already, but hang on.
We'll just go right back. We'll drive the presentation back again. Excuse
There we
me.
go.
There you go. So, and I don't see another question specifically, so I want to say if anyone needs to sign off and you're ready to go, that's perfect. I know we have reached the 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
1 hour mark. And Sheila, you're asking if I can email you. Absolutely, Sheila. Of course, I've got your email here, and I am so happy to get in touch with you. Anything you need, agents, we're here for you. So, of course, we're happy to do so. And if you anybody is interested, I want to remind everyone that you really, 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 not if you're interested, of course you're interested. You need to go back to the page on Spoiled Agent that I already included, but let me just throw that in there one more time because you have until 2 days from now, so Saturday, to enter to win and watch all these fabulous declarations of love and gratitude for you, the travel agent community that all of our partners have done. Of course, Coconut Bay and Serenity is there as well. So
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to just put that back in there so you can see that because Travel Agent Day is still going strong. We did 31 days of spoiling, and of course, Natalia signed up right away. And look at that. Now I can see your beautiful bottle of rum.
Yeah, definitely want to show that before we sign off. Just a little reminder about Rum and Rhythms and the Rum and Food Fete in Serenity. So
Yes,
thank you
yes.
everyone so much for joining us today and taking the time out of your busy schedules to learn about the adventurous side of St. Lucia and our wonderful two resorts in close proximity to all of the island's top attractions.
Wonderful. Well, thanks everyone once again. Thanks, Natalia, for another fantastic session. And I'm glad I caught you in between all your amazing trips. And I can't wait till the next one. Everybody
All
have a
right.
wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody. Have a great afternoon.